Hello everyone, it's Dale here with a new Trade of the Week video. In today's video I want to talk about swing trade which I took on the Euro Japanese yen. So let's take a look at it. What you see before you, this is NinjaTrader 8 platform with my custom-made volume profile and view up indicators, and this is a daily chart of the Euro Japanese yen. I'm using the daily chart for all my swing trading analysis, and the reason is that it gives me the bigger picture here. So what you can see on this chart is a strong uptrend on the Euro Japanese yen. You can tell, just by looking at it because it's very clear to see, but there are a couple things which sort of add strength to that uptrend. The first thing here was this huge gap. Usually on currencies, gaps get filled like this. The price fills the gap and then moves. But if the gap stays open like here and the price just starts moving and forming a trend, then it means that the trend is very strong because the sellers didn't even have a strength to fill the gap, and the buyers just took over and started to push the price up. That's why I'm saying that this is a strong trend. All right, the trade which I wanted to show you here is a long trade from here, from this dotted line, and the level was at 182.88. It was a long from here. And this trade was based on the strong uptrend, and it was also based on the fact that there was a rather significant volume cluster here in this little rotation. Volume cluster like this, when formed in an uptrend, means that buyers who are pushing the price up were adding to their long positions here. You can see that on the volume profile, right? So that's a significant volume profile area here. And what followed was this huge candle indicating aggressive buyers pushing the price up. Now, if you look closely, then this candle also formed a fair value gap right here. This is the fair value gap, and a fair value gap is a thing that is showing us strength of buyers here, right? So all in all, we have strong uptrend starting with a gap, we have a heavy volume zone, we have fair value gap, and everything nicely aligns and points to this long level, right? As you can see, my long level was at the beginning of the heavy volume zone here, also more or less at the beginning of the fair value gap, not exactly to the pot close. This was the beginning of the fair value gap right here. So that was the reason for the long trade entry from here. The way I set up this trade was that I placed my stop here. This was the stop loss, and the reason for that was that it was behind a heavy volume zone. My stops always go behind heavy volume zones, right? Because the heavy volume zone represents a barrier, so this whole area was a barrier. And that barrier should prevent the price from going here and touching the stop. If it does, then the trade is over, right? So that was the stop loss placement. Now, regarding the take profit placement, as you can see, I have this blue dotted line here, which represents a take profit of risk reward ratio 1. That's the minimal take profit which I allow myself to take, right? But what I try to do is get more than just risk reward ratio 1. And in this case, actually took the profit was right here. The reason was that I was thinking that at the top of this candle right here, there'll probably be a lot of liquidity, and the market will want to test that, to shoot above this point, test whether if there are more buyers or more liquidity above this point. So that was the idea behind my take profit, placing it right here because of the market in most cases likes to test areas like those. Especially when we are in an uptrend, right? We were in an uptrend, then afterwards there wasn't really any sign of strong sellers here, just this small, area of a little rotation and, no sign of strong sellers. So that's why I thought that buyers will want to test this high, right? As you can see, eventually they did that. I took the profit here and then the price reversed. So in the end, it looks like this was rather okay place to take the profit here. And it was also a positive risk reward ratio because I was risking this and I gain this. All right, this was 200 pip profit. So that's how the trade went. By the way, I publish all my trades in our members area in advance, so all our members can trade those alongside me. Let me show you real quick. So this is our members area. Those are the swing levels right here. And if I zoom in a bit, then our level was right here. This is the Euro Japanese yen, and the level was 182.88. Alright, that's the long. See? This is it, 182.88. If you guys want to join us, you are very welcome to do so. Just go to my website. It is at traderdale.com, and if you click this button, Trading Course and Tools, then it will take you to this page, and in here you can browse my trading education and indicator packs. You can get them separately here, or scroll down a bit and get a combo pack, which is essentially a bundle of those 4 packs for a discounted price. So that's about it. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll be looking forward to seeing you next time, and until then, happy trading.